Welcome, welcome, welcome. Live at the Steelmatic Network with G Honda. Live at the Steelmatic Network with G Honda. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for being here. Episode 8, UFC coverage. UFC coverage. As you can read as you see the thumbnail, UFC MACAU recap. UFC MACAU recap from this past weekend. Welcome. Live. Appreciate y'all being here, man. Like, share, subscribe, hit that like button on the way in. Appreciate all y'all being here, man. Appreciate y'all. How y'all doing today, man? How y'all doing today? Appreciate y'all being here, man. Appreciate y'all being here, man. Hope y'all having a good Tuesday. Hope y'all having a good, productive Tuesday out there. I'm your host, G Honda, and today we're going to cover some of that UFC coverage from Saturday, UFC MACAU recap from last Saturday. Had some action-packed fights on that fight card, as well as we indeed, as you well know, we're going to get on and cover that health and wellness awareness as we've covered yesterday as well. We're going to be covering that throughout the rest of the week. But for starters, we're going to get into that UFC coverage, man. But, man, I appreciate y'all being here with me. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. We had 341 subs. I appreciate y'all. Let's get over that 500 marker. Let's get over that 500 marker soon. Like, share the content, grow the channel, and let's get past that 500 marker, y'all. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. And I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate all the support, man. Appreciate y'all hitting that cash shop, supporting the show, and being here with me. Appreciate y'all greatly. So, man, hope y'all having a good, productive Tuesday. And, man, I appreciate y'all being here with me, man. Who we got in the building? Who we got in the building? Shout out. Professor, how you doing today? Professor, how you doing today? Appreciate it here with me. Salute to you. Salute to you. Appreciate you being in here with me. Appreciate you being in here with me. Who else we got in the building? Jay Walker, cousin Walker, how you doing today? Appreciate you being here with me. Appreciate you being in here with me with that raw salad. Absolutely, absolutely. Raw salad, kale, spinach, baby spinach, the whole nine. You already know. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Nothing like that raw salad with raw salad and veggies. Absolutely, they get the job done. Absolutely. Appreciate y'all being in here, man. Appreciate y'all being in here. So let's get into it, right? So last weekend on the 23rd, we had some solid matches, some solid UFC matchups as well. And I want to get into it today. Let's see where we at. So that first matchup, we had Carlos Oberg against Volkan Ozdemir. Carlos Oberg against Volkan Ozdemir. Carlos Oberg defeated Ozdemir via 3-round decision. He controlled the cage, had more significant strikes, and pretty much beat up Ozdemir for all 3 rounds, dominated the fight from round to round, and Oberg won the decision all 3 rounds by unanimous decision, 30-27, 20-28, 30-27. Unanimous decision, Carlos Oberg wins. Next matchup, you had Gabriela Fernandez versus Wayne King. Wayne King versus Gabriela Hernandez. Gabriela Hernandez controlled the match, controlled the tempo, and many had Wayne King winning the match, the one in the red winning the match. However, Gabriela, she controlled the tempo, kept her poise, and ended up pulling off a second round submission in 3 minutes and 49 seconds into the second round. Gabriela wins by submission in the second round via rear naked choke. Next matchup, we had Song Keenan versus Muslim Silikov. Song Keenan versus Muslim Silikov. Muslim Silikov, this fight went all of one round, at which Muslim Silikov caught Song Keenan with a spinning wheel back kick, knocking him out in the very first round. Muslim wins by first round finish. Muslim wins by first round finish. In the co-main, you had Jan Zenon against Tabitha Ricci. Jan Zenon versus Tabitha Ricci. Highly anticipated matchup, highly touted matchup. However, Jan, she controlled the tempo for the whole all the 3 rounds. She controlled the tempo, landing more significant strikes, landing more power shots, and Jan Zenon defeats Tabitha Ricci by unanimous decision. Jan Zenon defeats Tabitha Ricci via unanimous decision. Now on towards the main event. The main event was nothing short of stellar of a blockbuster, as Peter Yan took on Davison Figueiredo, a former flyweight champ at 125. A former flyweight champ at 125. The individual on the right, he moves up in division to take on Peter Yan on the left in the main event of UFC MACAU. Stellar matchup, stellar back and forth matchup. However, Peter Yan on the left did indeed land more significant strikes. He did land more power shots. He was the more dominant, consistent fighter. Controlled the cage, controlled the tempo of the fight. Davison Figueiredo had moments of spurts of where he was coming in and trying to change the tempo of the fight, trying to land significant strikes. However, Peter Yan just overwhelmed him. It was just too much for him as he was outgunned and outmanned. And Peter Yan wins via unanimous decision. Via unanimous decision, Peter Yan was victorious via unanimous decision. Y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button for me. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that Cash App, Steelmatic 001. Steelmatic 001. Appreciate y'all being in here with me today, man. Appreciate y'all being in here with me today. So let's get into it. We on our health and wellness journey. We on the Steelmatic health and wellness journey. As y'all guys were, if you guys were here tuned in to the episode yesterday, we started the health and wellness journey, and this is day 2 of the health and wellness journey, as well as we talk about some health and wellness essentials to where we're bettering lives. We're bettering lives for this holiday season and going forward. But we've established that this being one of the most critical times to where families are indeed impacted, as well as individuals of spouses, children, full-fledged family members, of which we're promoting health and wellness, fitness within the community, fitness within, and longevity and prosperity in preserving quality of life, if you will. And as you guys well know, as you guys very well know, Thanksgiving is just 40 hours away. Thanksgiving is just 40 hours away. And I know a lot of you guys been in the stores, a lot of you guys been in the stores grocery shopping and getting your foods and getting your trimmings for Thanksgiving. And a lot of you seen a lot of people with baskets full of food, baskets full of the most unsavoryest of foods: turkey, birds, pot roast, ham, all the sodium, salt-filled foods and sugary foods, right? And we've also established that the greater masses of individuals, right? Greater masses of individuals, you know, they overindulge, they overconsume, and they don't prioritize fitness none whatsoever. Via 60 to 7% of our population being overweight and obese, which is um, dastardly, downtrodden figure of a number, because it's it's just one of those things to where y- it it's a self defeat, if you will, right? And if you will, I mean, if you will think of it in this manner, you're doing yourself more harm than good, because and anytime you look at a situation where you're you want to properly build or develop something, but you have to start with self first, doing the work on self care. No better than self care than you taking care of self properly, and that starts about the fitness level. Uh, Healthy sustaining of, one's vessel, healthy sustaining of one's mental capacity, physical capacity, to where they can be of use and of service to others, right? In a healthy capacity, that is, right? So, all the while, we can share and promote the message of with the health and wellness venture. So, due to this being the most critical time of the year, holiday time, people, eating and consuming the sloppiest of foods. We see individuals outside the likes of Chick-fil-A, outside, outside. Yeah, and granted, this time, we we get with family and we eat, but with that eating, what and how are you consuming? Be real, most majorities not consuming salads and rabbit food and portion control, if you will. There's no such thing as portion control during the holidays, I assure you. And um that's just one of the many things to where it's becomes abuse to the body, abuse to, you know what you consume on the regular, and your caloric intake. That's just something we don't get into, and we're gonna cover here momentarily, and something we want to, definitely cover every base with. But first and foremost, you know how I do, we talking about fitness. We're gonna start with fitness, because maybe 20%, if that, of our population have gym memberships. A little over 20%, I want to say. It has to be a priority. It has to be a priority, especially during this time of year. If you don't have a gym membership now, get one today. Whether that be Planet Fitness, Anytime Fitness, Lifetime Fitness, all of which are affordable to your budget. And cut it out about you can't afford it. You can't afford not to have one. Your health and wellness depends on it. Your health and wellness is predicated on what you put into your body, and how active your body is on the regular basis. So we just have to get to a place to where we're prioritizing that. And that's first priority for us, our families, and it being a way of life. It's not a hobby. It's not something you do and you just shelve, and just something that you go through the motion with. No, it is way of life. It is priority. At least it should be. At least it should be. Because a lot of these ailments, we look at a lot of these ailments, in such as high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, um, all of which are preventable upon proper fitness and proper consumption. Aside from your habits, aside from, your habitual intakes every so often, or if you just abusive with food consumption altogether. But the bottom line is, how are you combating that? How are you combating that? How are you going about that in a proactive manner? Not being reactive to the fact that you go to the doctor's office and you hear some conflicting news. Wouldn't want that for anybody. But we know, if we all got family members and individuals that are on those meds, that are on those things to where those supplements where they have to take for the rest of their lives for their wellness and their well-being. But we're speaking on preventative measures to where you can take to avoid those things, and that's proactivity, and that's getting a gym membership. Getting a gym membership today. Yes, because it's a grave necessity. It's part of doing. It's part of you doing work on yourself. No such thing as you don't have no work to do on yourself. No such thing as there's no work for you to do on yourself. There's always work, especially on the physical. It's called maintenance for a reason. You're maintaining. You're maintaining, whether that be in a good way or a positive way. If you're fit and you're maintaining your fitness by going to the gym every day, you have a gym membership. Me personally, I got Planet Fitness and LA Fitness. I do both. So I just draw out a schedule around my work outside of my work schedule, that is, and I apply it that way. I mean, anytime, and I know a lot of you, are busy with family, busy with kids and dropping kids off, picking them up from school, day in and day out. That's the day in, day out rhetoric for you guys. And schedule. A lot of times we just do a lot of things and we're poor planners. Poor planners. But you just make a planner, put it in your phone, put it on the fridge, somewhere memorable that you will indeed come to your mind like that, and apply it. But that gym membership, you have to get that gym membership. You can't afford not to have it. Whether that be Planet, whether that be Anytime, whether it be Lifetime Fitness, LA Fitness, Gold's Gym, what have you, all under $100, all which you can afford. Planet Fitness is anywhere from $10 to $24 a month. You can't afford not to have one. Like I said before, we 48 hours. Thanksgiving is 2 days away. Not to mention the poor eating habits people have on the regular, but that's that. But speaking in the most critical time, which is now, being that it's holiday time and people are coming together with family, and people grow up during the holidays. People eat heavy during the holidays, and it's just one of those things to where um it's just one of those things to where there has to be a silver lining to um there has to be a silver lining to where it is drawn to where urgency is key. Urgency is paramount in applying. I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart. Excuse me, y'all. So we just have to have that we just have to have that urgency to where fitness and wellness is indeed prioritized. And we do that by getting a gym membership today. We do that by right here and now. Right here and now. If you don't have a gym membership today, get one today. Please get one today. Right? Because as y'all well know, now a lot of you guys know how you consume and how y'all go out on the regular. You very well know how y'all consume and go out on the regular. And y'all eating a lot of the sloppiest of death. And I only call it sloppy because it's sodium and sugar filled foods to where you just overindulge in. It's in mass, people consume people consume in non-moderation portion. There is no portion control with the masses. There is no moderation with the masses. Hence why over 60% of the population is obese and overweight. So we just have to come to grips to where um we're properly applying the fitness tactics as well as the portion control tactics as well. We're cutting out certain things and consuming more water, less salt, less sugar, unless you like salt on your fruit like I do. And but you know that you're getting up in the morning, you getting your miles in, you getting up in the morning, you hitting the gym, you hitting the treadmill, you hitting the elliptical, and you getting that proper workout, right? You're getting those proper workouts. But we just know that's just not the case in mass to where the majority of individuals that are unfit and and are that has personal trainers and that is consuming cleanly and on a clean level. More veggies, more fruit, more spring water, getting setting daily goals, setting caloric intakes, um, talking to your physician, talking to dietitians. I mean, resources are always there. And then, also with you having a gym membership, you have access to a lot of many of those resources to where health and wellness tactics are available to you and you can go about accordingly and that you can apply to your regimens. And that's with sleep, food consumption, uh, caloric intake, as well as the fitness aspect. But application must be taken abound. It must be taken abound. And as you well see, you have healthy regimens to where uh, veggies and salads, greens that you can apply to your food regimen and to where you're eating cleanly on a daily basis. Now, somebody came brought this to my attention because I know the majority of masses have families and such to where you have family of 3, family of 4, family of 5, to where you feed multiple lives. And majority made that contention of where it's expensive to eat healthy. And but well, two things could be true. It depends on how you're eating it, and but of course, if you have multiple mouths, I mean, that of course is then going to be expensive. That goes without saying. So, but if you are cleanly consuming on the regular, right? Proper meal prep, more salads, more fruits, more greens. But of course, of course, because you have different grades of food. Because a lot of people, I understand, you know, go to grocery stores versus some going to farmers markets. Me personally, I'm 50-50 because farmers market, they do have a lot of the cleaner and better grades of food, if you will. But of course, stores have some things, such as Whole Foods and Trader Joe's, to say a couple. But it's how you consume. And a lot of people I know, like me, like myself personally, I like to grill. I like to occasionally dibble and dabble in Cold Stone's ice cream and Cinnabon, right? But if I'm grilling, I'm grilling with peppers, I'm grilling with, you know, and cleanly, and but it's I just make it to where I'm spreading it out to where I'm monitoring what I'm consuming, I'm monitoring to what because as we get older, these things has to be critical to us. These things we have to pay attention to. Um, you know, and if we're grilling, say like we're doing, hamburgers, lobster tails, leg quarters, barbecuing, if you will. But of course, I'm gonna make sure I throw in some kale and spinach salad, some throw in some mean veggies. Oh, for sure, because we know. And then also after that, um, getting your water intake in, getting that fitness in, getting those miles in, getting in that gym. Yeah, because you overconsume, that's you consuming all this stuff, and you're not active as the greater masses of our population is inactive, and we see the results, and it's not good. It is not good at all. So one thing we want to get to, want to make sure we getting our proper water intake on a daily basis as well. As your vitamins and dietary intake. As you consult with your doctors and your physicians, you want to make sure that of course, you're incorporating veggies and fruit with every meal. That has to be paramount. You have to that is a must. That is a must. Because you don't have to say, if you like the pastas, the spaghettis, the fettuccine, which are delicious, which are delicious, but if you eating a bunch of sodium filled foods, is some of those things you can cut out and do without, to where you're assisting yourself with weight loss, and as well as weight maintenance. And also another thing to go with that to help curb that, Irish sea moss gel. Irish sea moss gel really helps with um, food cravings and food curves. Has over 60 plus vitamins and minerals in it, good and essential for the physical body. It does wonders with skin care, with hair care, um, and also it very well does revitalize the body, and you feel it in your sleep, you feel it in your everyday function, you feel it in your faculties, and that's just a priceless thing, to where that is your health and wellness being prioritized and put first. And of course, like I said, with your vitamins and minerals and your everyday veggies, but that's the essentiality of the sea moss and the vitamins and minerals, to where the body is properly getting the essential minerals and vitamins that you need on a daily basis. But back to gym membership, like I said before, all of which are affordable, all of which are verily affordable. Like I said, Planet Fitness from $10 to $24 a month. Anytime Fitness, $40 a month. LA 59, Gold 65. You can't afford not to have a gym membership. You can't afford to not to have a gym membership. We see we have family members. We have family members and friends that we say have that people that have awkward bills, and but that comes and stems from not having a proper fitness life. That is a way of life. And let's be honest, a lot of us are checking out and deceasing earlier and earlier, due to lack of health, due to lack of wellness. We're doing it to ourselves. Yeah. I mean, it's not just something you take for granted, to where, oh, but you have to know contributor factors. We hear about these things with strokes, heart attacks, and etc. But it's contributor factors, to where you got individuals that live lifestyles where they consume drugs and alcohol, and not only that, but poor dieting, poor food consumption, and not properly facilitating to the body its essential nutrients that it's supposed to have on a regular basis. But that's just something we want to be proactive on. That's just something we want to indeed pay our most valuable attention to. And furthermore, it's just something that we want to make sure that, being that we're in the time that we are in now, that we have access to all the information. We have it. We can Google. We can research anything. We can reach out to individuals via social media and get and gain tips on weight loss, weight management. Um, if you're looking for proper nutrition, speak to your doctor, speak to your local physician, and to whether if you're looking to start taking vitamin C, moss, or any other health supplements. Definitely consult with your physician or your doctor to see if anything you're allergic to, anything um, that can cause you to maybe break out or anything like that. Um, but definitely do your research. But also get active today. Get that gym membership. That is the start. And also, if needed, you know whether you need a personal trainer or not. You very well know if you need a personal trainer or not. I mean, and if you're overweight, you need a personal trainer. That is what it is. Because we don't have all the answers. We don't have all the answers. And it's just that time that we have to start acting like we don't. Because, we like I said, we in Thanksgiving, this is feast week, and a lot of us gonna be busting down on this feast for the next week or two. Let's just call it what it is. Turkey sandwiches, sweet potato pie, apple pie, all mac and cheese, uh, the candied yams, the whole nine. The whole nine. It's probably gonna last the next week and a half. But yeah, man, I mean, it's just something you definitely have to put first. And put first your fitness, put first your fitness, your family, your spouse, your kids. Put that first. Um, you have a gym membership, make sure your spouse and your family have a gym membership because it works wonders, does wonders. And especially at home, if you have a habit of, say, like I like smoothies, right? But sometimes what I do is I use a lot of uh, I use fruit and veggies, and a lot of times, some people they put orange juice, apple juice in the smoothies. I'm like, I'll probably use a dab of that and majority water. Smoothies are indeed good, but it's about what you put in them. If you like to put honey, if you like to put vanilla extract, if you like to put, your own granola sugar in it, I mean, not my thing, because all those things are glucose and sugar filled. But sometimes I use a dab of non-sweet honey, but or whatever the case may be. But less salt and sugary filled contents, because I know I'm the type. I like smoothies and chocolate milk with my with my salmon burgers and my turkey sandwiches, but on wheat. But of course, like I said, all of which I know that as long as you are getting your proper fitness regimen and because majority of us we're foodies, that's we're foodies by nature, but just making those priorities and those transitions and changes and adjustments in your regiments, and just it's discipline. Yes, it's tough, it's hard, especially during this time of year, especially this time of year. Now it's going to be some folks, cookouts and kickbacks that you can't even go to because you know what the temperature is. You know what they serving. They ain't serving nothing but sodium filled delectables on that table. But it's on you. It's gonna be on you though. Whether you gonna um consume those foods and those tasty things, those tasty treats. A lot of people that like to bake those baked goods, those brownies, cakes, pies, and cookies, those honey bun cakes, those Those banana pudding cakes, those, I mean, hey, look, the red velvet, the German chocolate. But just have to make those be proactive and to stay away and refrain from those things, because once we see those things and you smell them and you can smell the caloric intakes. You probably smell them, you probably gain 2-3 pounds humorously. But no, definitely just making the adjustments, man, and just disciplining disciplining yourself to stay on par with your weight journey, as well as your weight fitness journey. It's just disciplinary action, but you can do it. All it takes is you making the proper steps, and the first proper step is you getting a gym membership today. Because come Thursday, I know a lot of people going to be feasting and watching football. That's just what people do on Thanksgiving. But very well so. Um, I know around my way, a lot of people in the evening times are going to be walking up that Thanksgiving, going to be walking off that turkey and mashed potato dinner, only to walk inside and eat some more. Eat a plate, go walking, and then come back and eat some more. But no, but definitely one of those things to where, you know for a fact that you have a gym membership, and Friday, Friday, Black Friday, every gym should be packed. Every gym should be packed. It should be no excuse why every gym ain't packed on Friday and this weekend, if they're open. Now, I granted select gyms are definitely will be probably maybe closed or limited for Black Friday, but this weekend and this week, every gym should be packed. Every gym should be packed. That's why I'm imploring everybody to get their gym membership, man, and because like I said, these months are critical. These are most massive months in weight gain. Aside from individuals that mukbang and just overindulge on the regular, I mean that's another realm. But get you a gym membership today. Prioritize your fitness for yourself, the preservation of yourself and your family, and get on this journey here today and now. But man, I surely appreciate y'all being in here with me today, man. Y'all rocking with me, y'all kicking it with me, man, with this health and wellness journey, man. And hopefully, I'm able to, impart, some good safety tips, some good preventative, proactive tips to you, the audience. Because health and wellness is a daily thing. If you look at the individuals that are, lost family members and lost lives from the lack of application, we want to definitely make it a healthy fear, to which we see the importance and the value of health and wellness. But man, I surely appreciate y'all being in here today. Make sure y'all hit that like button, support the show, share the content, tell your family, friends, loved ones, tell everybody about this content. Tell everybody, share it with them, send it to them via email, via social media, on every and any and all platforms. Grow the channel and raise the awareness. Raise the awareness. But man, I surely appreciate y'all being here today. Man, hit that like button on the way out. Man, I hope y'all having a good, productive week thus far. Happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of y'all. Hope y'all enjoying times with your families, times with your family and friends. I'm gonna be back on tomorrow with the Steelers content. Back on tomorrow at 4 p.m. slot with Steelers content, and I'm going to be back Tuesday with the UFC content. But man, I surely appreciate all y'all being here today, man. Cousin Walker, Professor, I appreciate all y'all being in here with me today. I'm about to get up out of here. Y'all have a good evening. I am G Honda. This is the Steelmatic Network, and I appreciate all y'all being in here with me. Y'all have a good afternoon.